I can't believe it's been a year since I started Revealing the Narc. To celebrate, I did a special members only live stream where we revisited the Meghan clips that started this whole journey. I've edited down to the best parts so you can catch all the highlights. Let's see if you spot the same red flags I did. But before we begin, here's the intro. Welcome to Revealing the Narc. Join me as I highlight narcissistic traits in celebrities and public figures. Everything here is in my opinion and not professional advice. If you enjoy the analysis, please like and subscribe. So this is a tweet from August 24, 2024. And to think that this one had 158,000 views already. Exciting. I remember seeing the numbers and being so shocked that people were actually watching my videos the first, week that I had created the account. In the tweet, I said, just 31 days before I do, Megan takes the lead. Watch as she steps forward, Harry steps back, and she pushes his arm back. It's surprising to see this behavior prior to the wedding. Could this be when the devaluing stage of the narc cycle began? And at the time, I was using hashtag Meghan Markle exposed, hashtag Meghan is a narc. I've since updated my hashtag, my bottom one, to Meghan is a narcissist. Just to be clear what we're talking about here, what I've done for a majority of the videos that we are going to go through, I've remastered them. So I've gone back, found the clips again, tried to make them look a lot better. And here's that clip originally where Megan steps forward to shake that man's hand. Harry was going to go first, but Megan bulldozes her way in, make sure she's the one that goes first. Here we go. Here it is again. It's really shocking to see. Yeah, and then I have this clip also, which is from that same event, and Harry won't touch Meghan. I thought it's just so weird. And then he looks around to make sure he doesn't get caught, it seems, touching her. When I was reflecting on this, my impression is actually that maybe he was told don't display any PDA and he was going to display PDA and he's like, oops, better not do it. So I think maybe that might be what's going on here. But you all let me know in the comments and the chat what you think. Oh, thank you, Carol. Yes, I'm glad I'm able to try to go back and look at things and just show Megan's behavior. This is not new. She's been doing it. This was 31 days before the wedding. When I started this channel, one of my goals was to figure out when this behavior began. I truly thought it would have been years into their relationship, but surprise, surprise, it was starting or it had started as soon as things started hitting the media. Honestly, you can see this behavior, Megan pushing him, pulling him, controlling him, having the weird looks from the get-go. Yeah, she never lets Harry take the lead. She disrespects royal protocol. Lizzie says, I think she thinks he ought to be a gentleman, but she is mistaken. He is a prince. He goes first. I did a video about this just a couple days ago about how there's chivalry that might be happening here. However, this is work. They're not at home, they're not on a date, they're at work. And the rules at work, the guidelines at work is that Harry should go first. Not that hard. Maybe when they're going out to dinner and it's a private affair, yes, Harry can be chivalrous. But that's just my opinion. The kicker is being gentleman is different than royal protocol. Yes, it's her way no matter what, Trish says. Yep. Trish says that yes, Lizzie B. She was probably instructed on the protocol, but didn't give a flying you know what about protocol. Truly a narcissist. Well said, everybody in the chat. Totally, totally agree. Okay, the next tweet is actually on August 21st. So I think the timeline is now making sense. I think I did create the accounts on August 19, and I must have started posting on X maybe August 2021st. So imagine one of my very first posts and 36,000 views. It's wild. The what I wrote for the tweet was day 656 of wedded bliss. Hand holding is a gesture of love, but can be used as a method of control. This powerful tool allows for social isolation and dominance. Megan is not interested in the greeting and is an anchor controlling Harry's interaction. Hashtag Meghan Markle exposed. So this moment is actually from the Endeavor Fund Awards in 2020. This was one of their last visits as working royals. At this point, I believe they hadn't bumped into the royal family while they were in the UK yet. And I say that because if I'm not mistaken, Commonwealth Day 2020 was the day after this event, or maybe 2 days after. And a lot of the publications that have come out describing Commonwealth Day 2020, they say that Harry and Meghan, they were seeing the family for the first time since they got back to the UK. So that was also a little bit surprising to me that they had been in the UK carrying out some engagements, but they hadn't actually seen the family until Commonwealth Day 2020 when Meghan wore the the Kermit dress, as I believe HG Tudor says and so many of you say. I'm really excited to show you all this next clip because I tried to really show how much Harry is being stretched here. And I have two different clips of that moment. So let's watch the first one. Oops, this is towards the end. So here's that first one. They're walking in. You see a gentleman reach out to greet Harry. And Meghan, like, look how much Harry has to stretch, and Meghan is not giving. Just solid, standing there, completely solid. And then here is that movement in a vertical way, so you can see exactly, like, look how much Harry is stretching to. It's just so rude and such controlling behavior. Let's watch this one again. It's always so shocking to me when I see this moment. Meghan has no interest in accommodating Harry. It makes me really upset. Okay, I also prepped two other clips from this Endeavor event. Here's the first one. It's when they're walking in, and Meghan, I mean, it just pushes him forward, as we've seen so many times. It's so rude and controlling. Harry doesn't even react at this point anymore. He used to react when he would get the push. And then this next moment, they're giving away the award, and the gentleman who was supposed to receive the award wasn't there. So his wife, I believe, was accepting the award. Originally, when I had made this clip, I made it because I thought Meghan was forcing herself on this woman because she looked uncomfortable. And so many of you pointed out that Meghan doesn't go to kiss the woman's cheek. Meghan exposes her cheek so the woman can kiss her cheek. So here's that moment. You see Meghan oh my goodness, she is too much. Oh man, so rude. Carol says the Endeavor Fund is a fund that supports Invictus Games. The person who was responsible for majority of the fundraising was Prince William. And Harry goes and takes as much credit as he can for something he wasn't responsible for. The next clip I want to show you is from I'm laughing because oh my goodness. So look, this clip only had 990 views, posted on August 27th. I believe I had tagged the Sidley twins in this video. At this point, I don't think I got on the Sidley twins radar for a while, so they didn't really know me, I think, at this point yet. But The tweet says, "When your friend, photographer, insists on coming along to Nigeria." And then I put the music notes. I always feel like somebody's watching me, and that is the Michael Jackson song. Uh, Hashtag royal third wheel, hashtag Meghan Markle exposed, hashtag we want privacy. So if you can see in this picture, the gentleman in the peach, that is Megan's second favorite camera photographer, I mean, Misan Harriman. This is the moment where they're standing up in Nigeria for the national anthem. All right, let me show you this clip from Nigeria. And I wish I could play the music for you, but it's the Michael Jackson song, "I Always Feel Like Somebody's Watching Me." Let me I don't know what happens if I show the clip. Okay, here's another clip. Oh, this one got a lot of views too, 101,000. And this clip actually, someone the one from Colombia on the right, someone had retweeted this and it ended up on the Royal Rogue. Unfortunately, the way that they had retweeted it, my my name wasn't present, or you know what? This is what had happened. The very first day I posted a clip from Colombia and I didn't think to put a watermark on it. Someone retweeted it, but they retweeted it in a way where it looked like they're the ones that had tweeted it, and it only at the bottom said from Revealing the Narc. Royal Rogue ended up showing that clip. It was so amazing. Like, it was my first tweet, I think, or one of my first tweets. It was so, what a compliment. So then after that, I started putting the Revealing the Narc. So this one was published August 22nd, 101,000 views. The tweet says, "My spidey senses tingled when I saw this interaction in Colombia because a whole different situation occurred in Nigeria. Just follow the shoulder." So let's watch the Colombia one first, because what I noticed in Colombia, and actually, oh my gosh, okay, I forgot about this. When I was creating this clip, I noticed something I hadn't noticed before. Harry tries to pull Megan back, but Megan goes towards the shoulder again. Did you all see that? Here, Megan doesn't mind having her shoulder behind a gentleman. But when we go look at the clips from Nigeria, Megan absolutely uses her shoulder to stand or to make sure that Harry stands behind. This was so wild to me. I hadn't noticed that moment. Oh, look at Megan giving him googly eyes. Look, Harry tries to bring her close to him, but Megan wants to be closer to the VP's fiance. Oh my goodness. I'm seriously shaking my head. Poor Harry, dude. It's unbelievable. What do you all have to say? What do you all think about this? So I'll just have it playing one more time in the background, just so you can see Megan's shoulder. She doesn't mind having her shoulder be behind the vice president's boyfriend. No problem, right? However, she absolutely has a problem when it's Harry. So I'm going to show you the full clip. I'm going to show you the full clip from Nigeria, and then I'm going to break it down into two parts. When I found this clip, I think there had been some AI that had been done on it. So the faces are not so clear, and Harry's, like, it looks like they went in and pixelated Harry's hair. But what's important to us is the body language and the body movements. So Harry's in the back. He gently touches Megan's elbow, requesting some help. Like, Megan, let me get up front. But Megan she does not relent. She uses her shoulder to make sure that Harry stays back. And look at Harry's face here. He is so confused. Okay, so here's the first half of that clip. So you see Harry's trying, he's requesting, and Megan just stretches out her elbows, blocking him from going, uses her shoulder, looks down, And then in the second half, here's the zoomed out version, but when she makes the steps, look at the baby oh wait, here we go. That was because it was the end of the clip. So when Megan does actually move, she just has these little baby steps. Harry seems so shocked and surprised. The lady next to them is even trying to move over to give Harry some space. Completely different behavior from that Columbia clip. The white outfit was totally inappropriate. Yeah. All the outfits, Carol says, during the Nigeria trip were inappropriate. Agreed. Agreed. Speaking of inappropriate outfits, I may have to do this in a different order. Okay, so we're gonna, since some of you mentioned inappropriate outfits, we're gonna take a look at this one. This is from a moment that they're in Australia. This is what they got married in May. This was October, so this is 5 months into their marriage. Megan had announced her pregnancy by this point. The tweet says, "Royal fashion faux pas. I had to do a double take on this one. Meghan Markle's choice for the Australia tour in 2018 was bold, shall we say. It even looks like there's a hole in it, maybe, or a stretched button. Awkward. Hashtag Meghan Markle, hashtag royal tour, hashtag fashion debate, hashtag Meghan Markle exposed." When I first joined Twitter, I had no idea how hashtags worked. So I would use hashtag Meghan Markle, and there would be some people that would get mad at me and they would say, "Don't use her name. You're going to get her trending." Now I know what that means, but at the time I had no idea. So the slit of this dress is up so high, and then it seems like maybe there's a button and even more skin showing from her upper thigh. Let's watch the clip. And here's that clip. Megan is talking to that lady. Oh my goodness. So inappropriate. Okay, the next one I have to show, or I have to play the audio. Surprisingly, at the time, this one got only 1K views. Look, I forgot to like my own video. And someone retweeted it. Yay. Okay, so my tweet said 276 days of wedded bliss. If Megan criticizes H like this in public, what goes on in private? The stun and then defeat on H's face. To her, I can't get anything right. That's what it seems like he's saying. Notice the subtle touch on his arm as if to say she's being playful, but she's not. She's breaking down his spirit with constant put downs. Hashtag Meghan is the problem. Hashtag Meghan Markle exposed. Hashtag Meghan Markle is a narcissist. Let's watch that clip. And I'm going to go on mute for this one because we need the audio. So let's get right into it.
The big bite.
Olur. Pekala no.
The big bite.
Olur. Pekala no.
Look at his face, just complete defeat. It's almost saying, I can't get anything right. And then she rubs his arm as if to say, this is just a joke. I'm comforting you. I'm not being mean. I'm just kidding.
The big bite.
Olur. Pekala no.
The big bite.
Olur. Pekala no.
Okay, our last clip is from March. Well, I posted it August 28 of last year, but the event took place March 23, 2018. So this is 57 days before their wedding. The tweet says, H is master of his domain, confidently avoiding the claw and ushering M with a touch on her back. a move we rarely see now. Is this a snapshot of Harry's final moments of freedom or a display of old school chivalry? Meghan Markle exposed, hashtag Meghan Markle is a narcissist. So this is the moment they arrive, and Harry actually is the one that guides her through the door and not the other way around. It's kind of nice to see. And that's where the live stream ends. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. If this was interesting to you, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you'll know every time I drop a new video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you're looking for a meaningful way to support something beyond the screen, I'd love for you to consider making a donation to the National Domestic Violence Hotline in lieu of super chats and super stickers. They provide 24/7 support and resources for people in unsafe or overwhelming situations, whether that's emotional, physical, or just hard to name. Their information is on the screen should you need to contact them, and you'll find the link to donate in the description of this video. Every little bit helps, and it means a lot. Thank you again for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.